I want to welcome you this morning to Telling Today. We're going to be talking about how to tell in a postmodern world and how to witness and strategize to the culture that we live in, the process of doing that, and how we can lead people on their journey towards Christ. So that's the journey we're going to start today. Some of the facts. There's been a 20-year study shows that every mainline denomination is in decline according to Christianity Today. The Southern Baptist Convention in their handbook, which is the largest mainline denomination in America, continually indicates that nearly 70% of their churches are in decline. That's happened over the last decade of 2000 to approaching 2010. We're in the year 2009 right now. And number 3, 53,000 people leave church every week, never to return, according to the pastor's weekly briefing. Number 4, when teens were asked to estimate the likelihood that they will continue to participate in church life once they are living on their own, levels dipped precipitously to only about 1 out of every 3 teens. Placed in context, that stands as the lowest level of expected participation among teens recorded by Barna Research in more than a decade. And if the projections pan out, this would signal a substantial decline in church attendance occurring before the close of this new decade. And here we are. That quote came as the early parts of 2000, 2001. Here we are in 2009, and we've lived that out. Church attendance is in decline. Right now, I'd like you to take a look at this video. It's rather funny, but it gives us the reasons why most people don't want to witness today.
Brad, I've got a friend who's not a Christian, and I was just hoping that maybe you could talk to him a little bit, see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I could, but I think I have a better idea, Shane.
What's that?
Why don't you think about sharing your faith with him yourself?
Shane, what is the problem, man? Get a grip!
Brad, you don't understand.
What are you talking about?
I can't do it.
You can do it.
I can't do it!
You've got to do it.
I can't!
Why can't you do it?
Well, Brad, I've been giving it some thought, and and there's 8 reasons.
8 reasons?
8 reasons
Why you can't share your faith?
Why I can't share my faith.
Well, tell me about it.
Okay. You know, the 8th reason why I can't share my faith is, well, I'm afraid I might get beat up.
Excuse me, guys. You guys heard about Jesus?
Jesus?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Hey, Jesus loves you guys, man.
He really does.
He really loves you.
Reason number 7. I'm afraid I won't make any sense.
You know what? I don't care if you have 5 kids. You're fired. Hold on a minute, Mom.
Excuse me, sir. Jesus have you heart the clouds and peas porridge hot?
I'm sorry, I don't have time for
There's
this.
in between. You know what? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm saying. I knew this was going to be this way. It's always this way. Reason number 6. Well, I'm afraid I might get made fun of. Hey, so have you guys, you heard about Jesus before?
Jesus?
Yeah.
What the heck?
You know.
Look at this
Are you
guy.
a Christian?
Such a loser,
Nice
jacket.
Dude, nice haircut. You cut that yourself?
Hey,
guys! You guys are such losers.
What is up with this, man?
dude?
Hey,
I like
Mike,
the
I got
losers,
this
dude. Those are,
jerk
like, so
over here
tight.
trying to
You
tell me about
cowboy.
Jesus. Listen to this dork.
Yeah, go
I can't believe it. Look at him.
Reason number 5 is I just don't know how to get started. That's all there is to it.
Excuse me, ma'am. I wanted to...
fourth reason why I'm afraid to share my faith is, well, I'm afraid I'm going to be a bad witness because I do stupid bad things sometimes. What do you think you're doing? I'm sitting here trying to smoke my flippin' cigarette. You come walking into me like you got some kind of problem. You stupid jerk, you son of a crud. Take a hike, man.
Excuse me, brother. Have you heard about Jesus?
The third reason why I'm afraid to share my faith is, well, I'm afraid I might say the wrong thing and send somebody to hell.
Shane, I want to be forgiven of my sin. I want to receive Christ.
Dude, that is awesome, man. There's just one thing I want to confirm to you first.
What's that?
That's that Buddha, he was the sacred cow who ate the golden tablets, and he doesn't believe in birthdays.
You're right. You're a wise
prays
man,
towards
Shane.
Mecca?
This is awesome. Hey, guys!
What did
I
I
got
say?
some good news!
None of that's true.
Guys, listen to this! No! Stop!
The second reason why I don't share my faith is I don't want people to think I'm a religious nut.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah.
I know your type. You're one of those religious, right-wing, fanatic, Nazi, baby-loving, anti-choice, homophobic freaks.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, you are. You are so judgmental.
What about my self-esteem? What about my feelings? Nobody cares. And the number one reason why I don't share my faith is because I don't know enough. And what if somebody asks me a question and I don't know the answer? Then what? Then what do I do?
Shane, I'm ready to receive the salvation.
Cool.
But I just got one last question.
What's that?
How does transubstantiation correspond with the ecclesiastical movement to eschatological events?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. He's going to hell. He's going to hell.
Well, Shane, thanks for sharing those reasons so vividly, but, they're not really reasons. They're excuses.
I think you're right. Let's go.
I know I'm right.
As you just looked at that video, it's very funny. It does make you laugh, but it also kicks you because you begin to realize that we have a lot of excuses why we don't share our faith with other people. The truth is that we are all the time sharing our faith 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The second we go to an altar and we get saved, we begin sharing our faith according to Matthew 5, where it talks about us being light and salt. We can't hide that. It's always happening. So some of the other facts that we're going to be looking at today are written in a book called Rethinking the Church by James Emery Wright. Top 8 reasons why the decline, why we're seeing 18-year-olds leave the church and never return. These are those reasons. Number 1, there is no value in attending, according to 74% of them. Church doesn't do anything for them. They don't get anything out of it. Again, is the method wrong? Are we presenting the gospel wrong to a culture that's changed and shifted over the last decade or 2 decades? Number 2, churches have too many problems. 61% say a typical church is made up of people who are inflexible, hypocritical, judgmental, and just plain mean. The beginning of 2008, there was a book that was released by the Barna Group. Gabe Lyons had a major part in that, and what it was called was Unchristian. I would encourage you all to go out and buy that book and read it, because it will talk about some of the problems that we're seeing and some of the answers. It will actually give you some of the answers right now. Number 3, I don't have the time. Time has been replaced as money as the new currency in contemporary American society, but 48% say they don't have time. But the truth of the matter is we always find time for what we find valuable. Always find time for it, even if it's a TV show, even if it's playing on a computer or playing video games. It has no long-lasting effect, but if we find value in relaxation or value in whatever, we find the time to work it into our schedule. Number 4, I am simply not interested. 42% say that. People are very interested in spiritual things right now, are asking spiritual questions and are on spiritual quest as seekers, yet they have no interest in the church. Something's wrong.